Do you have any advice? We want to talk about, how contractors can maintain their equipment, and what role lubricants play in that, and any sort of tips for operators.
Yeah, absolutely. In my experience, anytime I've worked with a fleet manager or a maintenance manager that's managing a large, medium, small fleet of mixed types of equipment, it's confusing. It's probably a bit overwhelming. Not only are the lubrication and the maintenance is one aspect, but a lot of times they're wearing so many different hats because they're short staffed or they're just pulled in so many different directions. I always tried to pride myself on being a resource for them, a partner for them, someone who can wear a handful of those hats. We get to a point with some of my customers where all the techs are just texting me when they have lubricant questions and things like that. And I love that. That's some of my favorite things to do in the industry, is make some of these complicated technical things more understandable and digestible for people. So I have to hang up my Shell hat because there are very specific, politically correct things that I would have to say if I were speaking on behalf of Shell, but I'm going to speak on behalf of Wendy, the oil lady, at this point. So my first recommendation for them would be to find a partner. So whether that is your local lubricants distributor, your dealer, whatever that might look like, resources that are available to you in your area, and lean on them, put them to work for you to help you look at your fleet as a whole and utilize some of the tools and technologies that are out there to first make sure you're using all of the right products in all the right places. Because that's where I see people go wrong first, is they carry so many different OEMs. They've got so many different colors under their roof and their fleet. And then they think, well, I need this product here and I need this product here. And then you'll have so many different drums or pails or what have you floating around that now the mechanics, there's a really high risk of misapplication of those products. So if you can work to consolidate all of your products that you're carrying, because most of the time, once things are out of warranty, if I'm being politically correct, you can really hone down to just a few core products that you need to keep on hand. And then, so they should be helping you with that. Let's fix that first. Make sure we're doing everything correct first. Consolidate and simplify. Let's get your staff some training. So let's make sure that they understand why they're using these products. What are the kind of the basics of these products, like a little lubrication 101 style teaching.
Yep.
And then show them some of the tools and resources that are available to them. I liked to make little handbooks for my customers. I'd have a fleet chart in there, so it would have all of their units, year, make, model, and then I'd break it down. So there would be an engine oil column, a transmission oil column, differentials, hydraulics, gear oils, grease,
Yep.
You name it, coolant. And then that way, anytime they have a unit coming in, they can just refer to this or on the digital copy and make sure that they're using those right products. And then go a step further. So if you want to make sure that your shop is in proper working order, making sure that you have all of your tanks, if you have bulk tanks, that they're clean, they're sealed and contained from contaminants, they're labeled properly. Color coding is a huge help, again, to the shop staff to simplify, make sure that everything that they're using is matching up. So really, those would be my first two places. You lean on your local professional for support, really put them to work for you. They have a ton of resources available to them, or they should, based on the brands that they represent. So as long as they're representing, some of the major brands that are out there, Shell, Mobil, Chevron, ConocoPhillips, et cetera, they're going to have a lot of great resources to offer any fleet or maintenance manager.